Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here in one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
Hi, I'm your host, Mercury's Rises, and welcome to Bedroom Chronicles, the show where couples or singles go deep, cut the crap, and face the real questions that make or break relationships. The show is informative and mesmerizing. Tonight, we are putting love on the hot seat. Are they being honest with each other, or are they just saying what is safe? Let's find out if real love starts when real truth is spoken. We have call-in guests and live interviews. Whether you heal together or apart, you owe each other honesty. That's it for tonight's Bedroom Chronicles. Until the next time, don't fake the love, face the truth. Hello and welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. I'm Mercury's Rising, your host today, and joining me is Kamari Crawford. She is my guest. Hello, Kamari. How are you?
Hi, I'm great.
So today we are going to be talking about relationships, and most specifically Kamari's relationship, and how you can tell if the two partners are being honest with each other. So Kamari, here rolls out the questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
What first attracted you to your partner?
What first attracted me was his looks, his height, his face, his hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how tall is he?
He's 6'1".
What about his facial features?
I like a man with like a square jawline, a sharp square jawline. You know, the little goatee, mustache combo. You know, he had big lips.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, what about his personality? Because you didn't mention that.
Actually, I don't he don't really have a good personality. He don't have a personality.
He has a personality, but
he's just like there. He's just there.
That sounds a little empty, Kamari.
Yeah.
So you're attracted to empty men with good facial features.
He looked good, so he was like an exception.
Oh.
He let me do whatever, so it's like he just bounced off of me.
Oh. Bounce off of you. That's interesting. Are you the controlling type, Kamari?
Honestly, yes. I want my man to listen to what I do, like whatever I tell him to do. If I tell you to do something, I need you to do it.
Really?
Yep.
So tell me some more about your man. What's the average when you go out on a date? Tell me what happens.
When I go out on a date,
yeah, he pick you up, you pick him up. He
Okay.
pay, you pay.
When we first started off, he used to pick me up. He had a car, and then he lost his vehicle, so it was me driving to him. But like, what else? Like, what are you asking?
I'm asking, why are you more focused on physical appearance than his qualities?
The physical appearance, it reels you in. So you gotta have the appearance, and then like once you got the appearance, like then like you gotta go into it more. So like if you don't got the appearance, you're nothing.
Really?
Yes.
But no.
If I can't find you attractive, I don't want to deal with you because you make me mad, and then I'm just looking at something ugly. Like, it's nothing like good. Oh, you made me mad, but you look good. No, you made me mad, but you look ugly. You look like Forrest Whitaker. Like, no, I don't want no man. Like, you gotta look good.
So, do you have a man now?
No, I'm currently single.
And how long have you been single?
I've been single for about a year.
And why is that?
Nobody meets my standards.
Oh my.
Like, I had a little boo, but he was toxic. But he was ugly, but he was funny, actually. So it's like a balance. Like the other one, he was cute, but he didn't really have a outgoing personality. He was real quiet and laid back and chill. But the last one, he was ugly, but he was very outgoing, and he was funny. So that was like, you know, And then he had a nice figure. So I could look past his face because he had a nice figure.
Physique, yeah.
Yeah. And he had a great personality.
So number 2 had a personality, but number 1 didn't. He was empty person, but he was a beautiful shell.
Yes.
Oh. So, do you think, how old were you when you had your first boyfriend?
I was about 19.
Okay. And the second boyfriend?
21.
21? Okay. And you think there's some maturity from 19 to 21 in the type of guys that you choose?
Yes.
Yes.
Because the first one, that was just like for fun, just testing the water, seeing how that go. And then the second one, I already seen what I wanted and didn't want in a man from the first one. So I cut them off quick if they don't give me what I want and need, you know?
Wow. So what can you say that, or what advice can you give girls in your age group about dating?
Don't put your eggs in one basket. Don't settle. Don't settle. Make sure the man checks off everything that you want in a man. If he don't check off one thing, get a new one. Because the next one will check off everything you want.
Or the next one.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty young.
It's always going to be someone that's going to do what you want them to do and going to have the qualities you want.
But now since we've talked about it from the young perspective, we're going to go up to my age bracket. But anyway, I'm not telling my age, but anyway, I've got a little bit of experience under my belt when it comes to dating. So it's going to the qualities that you like in a man, or the qualities that you want in a man, is always going to be lacking something. Always. You can be 90 years old and you are not going to find that man that has everything that you want. He'll come close, but not everything. And believe me, as a woman, you're not going to have everything that he wants, which is for a lot of reasons why men cheat and women, because sometimes you need 2 or 3 women to have all the qualities that you want in that one woman. So you can have a woman that have everything you want, except she's not attractive enough. So you're going to go out and you're going to cheat. Or you can have a man that has everything you want, but he don't have enough money, but he got everything else. Or he has enough money, but he's not attractive enough in some shape, form, or he's not tall enough. He might be 5'5" and got everything else you want, but he's not 6'1". What you gonna do?
Get a new one. Cause I had those problems, and you know what? I just get a new one.
That's a lot of shopping.
That's why I'm young right now. I can do that.
But but it's not good to do that. So when I was your age, I didn't think nothing about what you're thinking right now. No idea. I think I was in my 30s or 40s before I even started thinking that way. That I want a man with this, and this. And so you had a 20-year lead on me. So when I think I may have been, we have a caller. Let's answer that.
Okay.
Welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. Who's calling?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, welcome to Bedroom Chronicles.
Oh, I called to ask a question.
Okay. What's your question?
So, out here now in this dating world, it's just something I've seen, and I'm just wondering why it happens. It seems like women that I've met want a already made man or a microwavable man that's quick, ready, already done. doesn't take any work or anything like that, but men are willing to accept a woman that's not fully done or not fully where she could be or where she needs to be or where she wants to be. And I'm just trying to see how does that equate?
Okay, so this is what I hear you saying. You're saying that women today are more apt to be interested in men that have everything that they want, or they want an instant poof. Instant poof, like you said, microwave, so instant poof. They want everything what they want it right now. Okay, so that's a generational thing, I believe, or age group thing. Because if you are talking about women in their 20s and 30s, then that's probably what you're gonna get. Now, which generation that is, whether Generation X, Generation Z, or Generation Y, I don't know where it falls in that line, but it's one of them. But if you're talking about, and that's how they do want, I'll say even up to like 40, 45, they do want those things instant poof. But if you got a woman that has experienced life some, let's say she's 50 or above, she's experienced life, she know what she wants, she probably already had a few failed relationships or marriages or whatever, and she probably done had a few heartbreaks, so she kind of know a little bit more what she wants or what she needs in her life at this point, where the woman that's in her 20s or her 30s don't know. Like Kamari was saying, she was just testing the field to get a feel of what type of man that she want, and she learned a little bit from the first one what she didn't want, and then she also said that she wanted a man that's going to listen to her and give her what she want and do what she said. And that's why I asked her, are you controlling? So a man needs to pay attention to those red flags that a woman is giving out to determine, well, he need to have his list like a woman can have her list to determine, okay, is she a good fit for me? Because she may not be a good fit for you. These days, and I don't know how what your taste in women are, but I think a man should go up in age bracket a little bit, at least 5 years, if he wants a woman that's going to be on his level, if he is mentally mature.
Wow. I appreciate that. I don't know, because with me, I'm in my 40s right now. I'm in my mid 40s.
Okay.
So, with that being said, I've always dated older. But when it comes to dating, like I said, it's pretty much like a lot of the older women are kind of they're kind of set in their ways.
They are.
So it's a lot to adjust or adapt to, because if you're doing something they don't really see compatible with them, they'll straight shut it down and just say, hey, I'm going this way. I'm not even trying to venture or even experience that way.
Okay, so then, let me give you a couple of tips. So one tip can be, if you meet that woman and you think that the chemistry is there and you want to take it a little further, it's always good to have that conversation to see where she's willing to go or where she's not willing to go before you even get there. You get me? So I'll give you an example. For me, my thing is, I'm gonna sit down with my man, I'm gonna have a conversation with him. Okay, if it's something sexual, I like A, B, C, and D. I like you kissing me, and I like you hugging me. I like you holding my hands when we're outside. It's certain things when it comes to sex that I like, and if you can't do it, it may be a no. But if you can do something else close to it, it may be a yes. So you have some women, and I'll say some older women, they ain't sucking on no lollipops. And then you have some older women, they'll swallow you up, like they said about T.D. Jakes. So you have to ask the questions: what are they willing to do? So and some women in their 50s, so you need to know if you got you a freak or none, or you got a freak when she out with you. But she can be a nun. So you need to explore what you got, and it all starts with asking questions, and that'll save you a lot of time. Whether you're gonna try to make this a committed relationship and see how far you're gonna take it, or no, we can just be friends and watch TV or go to a movie every now and again, and we holler at each other. But the young ones in their 20s and 30s now, they're looking for something completely different. They don't really. I don't think they don't. A lot of them don't really care about commitment. They just want to have a good time. And some of those younger women, you can just say you going out with one of the fellas because they acting just like a guy. The feminine qualities are dampened.
I can agree.
Okay. So, yeah.
Okay. I appreciate the answer.
So tell me, what's your name?
Mike.
Mike. Okay, Mike. Well, Mike, Bedroom Chronicles is going to be here every Saturday from 1 to 2. Please call back.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. I think I answered that pretty good. What you think, Kamari?
I think you did. I think you got into everything. Like,
okay. I didn't even stutter.
You didn't.
I did because I knew.
Period.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that. So, Kamari, let me give you a little wisdom based on my experience. Solely my personal preferences.
Okay.
Kamari, I like that at your age you've only had 2 boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And to keep you from having a long list of boyfriends, you should like explore exactly what you want. You know, build that man in your mind with the qualities that you want, so that he can manifest in the physical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and even if you have to write it down and repeat it a few times a week, so that he can manifest in the physical. You know how manifestation is about.
Yep.
So it is because if you don't have it embedded in your brain, the type of man that you want, you gonna get a man with you got 10 things on your checkoff sheet. He gonna come with 7. But seven for me would be good. Cause me right now, I'm even considering that 5'5" man. Because it used to be a lot of short men would be attracted to me, but I wasn't attracted to any man I could see over their head. But right now, girl, that's the last thing in the back of my mind, how tall you are. So
I need my man 6'1" and
no,
up.
it's not. No, that's not a need.
That's a need for me.
There's a difference between a need and a want.
That's a need.
No, that's a want. You want.
We have different wants and needs.
Kamari, but okay, we're gonna Google need, and we're gonna Google want, and we're gonna come back next week with an answer for what need is and what a need is and what a want is. Okay, we'll leave that right there.
Okay.
All right, but they're different. We're gonna explain that to the audience next week. Any more callers? Please call with your questions. 770-485-7724. So, Kamari, you've had 2 boyfriends.
Yep.
Where's your second boyfriend? What happened?
Huh?
What happened to your second boyfriend?
What you mean?
Y'all still together?
No.
Okay, so what happened to the second boyfriend?
He died.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
Oh, okay.
What happened to him? What happened to him? I just had to leave him alone. I had to cut him off.
Why?
He wasn't like, you know, in this day and age, we 21, 22. So you know how that go. Everybody want to be everywhere and doing everything. And I don't like that. I like me a man that's about his money.
He got another caller. Hold that
caller.
thought, Kamari. Welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. With whom am I speaking?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. Who is speaking?
Hi, this is Ayana.
Hi, Ayana. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so good. I've been waiting to call you guys.
Oh, what questions do you have for us today, Ayana?
Okay. Is this live, y'all?
This is live.
Dang. I got some customers, y'all.
That's okay, Ayana, but still talk.
I will call y'all back.
Okay. Well,
She's eager.
Ayana's calling us while she's at work. It must be a good question she has to share. So, Kamar, you were saying?
Oh yeah, I like a man that's about his money and that don't want to be in clubs and parties every weekend, and that's just what he wanted to do. And you know, he got like rapper friends and stuff, so his scene is different from my scene. His scene is like he around a bunch of girls, a bunch of people who, you know, partying, and I don't like that. So I need a man he want to work. He want to try new things, hobbies, not smoking every day, not clubbing, partying, being in girls' faces, and trying to be in a mix all the time. And he was that, and I don't want that. So he had to go.
So, have you thought about dating an older man?
I don't like older men.
Why
I don't like
not?
older men. Like, the highest I can go in age is like 2 years,
2 years.
max. Because then, like, you can see the corniness in them from the age difference. And like we be wanting two different things. They be ready to have a family and settle down, get married. I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm only 22. I'm still young. So I just be exploring my connections.
Okay. Well, as long as you're exploring your connections, but the connections that you're exploring have a limited intimacy to those connections. You get me?
Oh, I get you.
Okay.
When I'm exploring my connections, there is no intimacy. I don't be doing anything.
Okay.
We don't get into those things. We just having fun, like trying new things and getting to know each other on a friendly level before it gets romantic. And if I can't vibe with you on a friendly level, we can't be anything. Because I like to be friends first.
Okay. That's good. That's a good point to share with your young audience. So be friends first.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I can. I don't know. I think dating for me right now is just gonna be like dinner, movie, and back home. Cool with me. I spend a couple hours with you, and I come back home, shower, go to bed, and watch Netflix, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Happy.
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Like, I don't like dinner dates because it's awkward if we not, like, not knowing each other for a little minute because we just eating. What if we don't have no conversation? It's just going to be awkward. So I like to do something fun before we get to the dinner dates.
See, but if that's your age group. If
Yeah.
it's my age group, a dinner date and you're silent, silence is always good.
I know.
Yeah. It's peaceful for me at my age. I don't have to talk to you. I'll sip my drink and eat and take a forkful of my salmon and look, I'll be happy.
But if you're on a date, so it's your first date and y'all don't have no conversation?
We had conversations on the phone before we went to dinner.
No.
Yeah.
So y'all just basically going on a date just to be awkward and eat?
Well, it's not awkward. It's you like to talk because you're young. I've been talking for a few decades. I don't have to talk to you. I can look at you. I can smile, play footsie with you under the table.
See,
Ask you if you want some of my drink, share it. We can share dessert. You don't need all that talking. Talk about what?
what you need to talk about?
Nothing.
You're getting to date. You're getting to know each other.
We
so
don't
you
need
gotta
to talk about eye contact.
no,
Yes.
no.
Uh-huh.
You gotta talk about something like, what's your love language? What you like to do in your free
we don't
time?
need to talk. No.
Yes.
Older people don't need to talk about love language. No, we don't.
So you go on a first date just to not talk
because
about
we
anything.
we already talked about that stuff before we decide that we're gonna go on a date. We've been getting to know each other on the phone. You know, getting to know each other on the phone is very intimate.
Yeah.
You can fall in love with someone on the phone and you never saw them.
I agree.
You just had a conversation for 5-6 months.
I agree.
So it's like you already been face to face with that person one-on-one. When you go to that dinner.
No, because y'all got to see if y'all vibe with each other.
We do vibe. We know we vibe with each other. And I can tell you that because I've already experienced that a few times. Yes. But you going to catch up to where I'm at some point. And you're going to come back and say, oh, Mercury's was right. But I need you to let me know. Text me and let me know that I'm right. I don't care 40 years from now.
Okay. I doubt it, though.
Okay. No, seriously. You might experience it sooner than you think. You don't really have to have that much conversation. Unless you're just young and antsy. And it's some points where you go on your age group go on a date and you talk too much. You talking only about you. Or he's talking only about him. Nobody wants to hear all about you.
I like to talk about myself.
But you shouldn't. That's a turn off. In case you didn't know it, that's a turn off. You just talking about you.
I never had any complaints. If anything, they be asking me the questions. I'd be happy to answer.
As long as they're asking, then yeah, that's fine. And that's a good way for you all to have y'all conversation for your age group. But for me, all those questions on my part been asked and answered while we were on the phone.
Okay, but you can't get the same vibe over the phone that you'll get in real life.
Well, you may not. I can.
No, you can't.
Like I just said, you can fall in love with someone by not seeing them face to face, but just talking to them on the phone.
Everything is going to be different in person. Because,
it's a possibility.
You can ask somebody a question over the phone, but you won't know if they actually lying because you can't see their face, like their facial expressions.
If you're doing FaceTime, you could.
No, you can't because they could just turn the camera out their face real quick.
No.
Like, you can't read a person.
If they did that, that's a red flag for me to pay attention to, is this person being honest?
See, you can't even read a person over the phone. You got to read them in person.
But you can. You can read a person over the phone based on their voice and the tone of their voice. You can tell if they're lying just by the way they say the words, speak the words to you. Did they stutter? Did they pause? Is the voice coming across as being sincere or gamey? Yes, ma'am. You can do that.
It's just not going to hit the same.
This may not hit the same for you, but it hits the same for me. But we're going to take a break right now. Okay? And we'll be right back with Bedroom Chronicles.
Hi, I'm Chief Gary Sparks with the Douglasville Police Department. Today we want to give you some safety tips concerning traffic stops. Take a look.
So you look in your rear view mirror and see flashing blue lights. What do? Remain calm. Yield to the right and pull your vehicle over into an off-road area that is safe for both you and the officer. Put your car in park. Remove your foot from the brake and turn the radio off. Remain in your vehicle. Have your driver's license readily available for the officer. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, visible for the officer at all times. If you need to retrieve any items from the interior, explain what you're reaching for to the officer and avoid any sudden movements. Rolling the window down completely establishes a level of trust with the officer and allows for ease of interaction during the routine traffic stop. Be courteous and polite. Be cooperative and willing to follow the officer's instructions. During a routine traffic stop, the officer will return to his vehicle to run the tag and driver's license verification and complete a citation if one is necessary. Once the officer returns and approaches your vehicle, whether or not a citation or warning is issued, please remain calm, courteous, and cooperative. Sign the citation acknowledging you agree to appear in court, and do not dispute the citation with the officer. The officer will give you a court date to explain or defend your infraction.
Okay, ma'am. Like I told you, I did clock you at 51 in a 35 mile per hour speed zone. I did issue a citation, okay? This here is going to be your court date. I just need a signature from you stating that you received a copy of this citation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Here's your driver license.
Thank you.
Along with a copy of the citation, okay? You have any questions or concerns for me?
No, sir.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank
too.
you.
Following these few simple steps will help ensure a safe interaction for both you and the officer.
I hope these few tips help you as it relates to dealing with law enforcement and traffic stops. Not only in traffic stops, but in all encounters with law enforcement. We hope that all our encounters are safe for the citizens as well as for our officers. Again, we want you to be safe, and if you have any problems with the Douglasville Police Department, don't hesitate to give us a call and make your concerns known. I would add that Georgia is a right to carry state, and we hope that if you are carrying, that on these traffic stops and all encounters, please let the officer know that you are carrying. This will ensure your safety and our officers' safety. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God keep our community safe. We are one.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi, my name is...
Hi, I'm your host, Mercury's Rises, and welcome to Bedroom Chronicles, the show where couples or singles go deep, cut the crap, and face the real questions that make or break relationships. The show is informative and mesmerizing. Tonight, we are putting love on the hot seat. Are they being honest with each other, or are they just saying what is safe? Let's find out if real love starts when real truth is spoken. We have call-in guests and live interviews. Whether you heal together or apart, you owe each other honesty. That's it for tonight's Bedroom Chronicles. Until the next time, don't fake the love, face the truth. Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles. I'm your host, Mercury Rises, and my co-host is Kamari Crawford. Say hi, Kamari. Hey, so, we've been off the air for a little bit, and we're just returning back today. So we are live on TV 1061 on YouTube and Roku. You can call in at 770-485-7724 if you would like to join in with us and have any amazing questions that you would like to ask. So, with that much said, we have been discussing Kamari's past relationship. So Kamari's a 21-year-old beautiful young woman, and she's had 2 relationships in her 21 years, starting at age 19. Cahoots to Kamari.
I'm actually 22.
Oh, you are? I'm so sorry, girl. That is a big number, 22. So we're just having fun here talking about her preferences in a male, but in that she will only date a man that's 1 or 2 years older than her, not 5 or 10, which I would suggest she go at least 5 years older than her, because he's going to be more mature.
No, they don't.
They don't?
No, they don't.
But you need 30?
I actually talked to a 30-year-old when I was 20.
And what happened?
He was corny. And
But
he
I
had
thought-
kids.
And I thought, of course, a 30-year-old gonna have
No,
kids.
I don't do kids.
What?
I don't do men with kids. Like, ew.
Why not, Kamari? Why not a man with kids?
Look, I'm 22, and I look good, and I don't have no kids. What do I look like wanting to be a stepmama? At 22? No.
Well,
No.
that makes sense. It does.
Right.
But you might meet your perfect man.
My perfect man is not somebody else's baby dad.
But you saying that
No,
now.
no, that's a non-negotiable.
Okay, so at 22, your perfect man is not somebody's baby's dad. But if you are, let's say you're 35.
If I don't have no kids, I'm not dating a man with kids.
So still, if you don't have kids, you're not gonna date a man with kids.
Correct.
Wow.
Like,
What's wrong? But a lot of single dads are amazing men.
No.
Really?
No.
I would date a man that has his kids and he's raised his kids by himself in a minute. That says a lot about the man.
I know how that go. My sister, she dealt with her fair share of men with kids. It backfired on her. And then I see firsthand on how that go with my aunties and their baby dads. Like, both of my aunties, their oldest kids is in their 20s. Why are their baby dads still around? Why? My other auntie, they got one child, and their oldest child is like 24. Why is he still coming around? No.
Well, and I definitely 100% agree with you on that one particular point. That if you are in your 40s and you got kids in your 20s and you still got your baby daddy coming around in your life, I don't like that. He should just be in the kid's life, not your life, but just the kid's life. And I was in a relationship where that was a entity in my relationship, but when the guy spoke that, okay, I have Thanksgiving dinner with my ex-wife and my kids. I have Christmas dinner with my ex-wife and my kids. No, sir, that's not good for me.
No.
You need to have Christmas dinner with your children, but not your ex-wife and your children. Why are you eating your ex-wife food anyway?
Exactly.
Don't be eating your ex-wife food that she cooked. No. That was a turn off for me, but he didn't know it was a turn off for me, and I didn't tell him it was a turn off for me because I knew that may be a breaking point. So I just let it see how far it would go, and it went there where he had Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner with his ex-wife and kids.
Yeah, see, that's why I can't.
But that's going to tell you what he thinks of you, because if he's thinking about your feelings, he should have in his head, this may not be a good move for me as long as I'm with her. How is she gonna take it? Because to me, that's kind of you putting that out there like you kind of control here.
Okay, yeah, but he can have respect for you, but then you never know the mother of his child's intentions. Like,
oh, I know I'm a woman. I know the mother intentions. He may not know the ex-wife's intentions,
exactly.
But the woman that he's with, she always know the other woman's intentions.
Yeah, and she might be trying to get her family back.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Making advances at him. See, I can't do
even
that.
if she got to sprinkle a little punani juice in his food.
That's why
But
I just
anyway.
leave them alone. If you come with kids, don't even text me. Don't even call me. Don't even talk to me. Don't even look at me.
No baby mama drama, huh?
Yep. Because I don't be in drama. I don't need that.
But sometimes it's not even just baby mama drama. It's ex-girlfriends and ex-wives that you can't cut loose. Why you can't cut them loose? You still having conversations with Betty, Jane, and Ruth from 20 years ago. You still searching out Diane from 1980. Why?
Because he want them still.
But
see, I don't deal with the ex-wives. None of mine be married. But the ex-girlfriends that still be coming around, if I see that, oh, the man, he's out of here. Like, because you're obviously entertaining her.
In some way, shape, or form. He giving us some hope, whether it's false or not. He giving her some hope somewhere. Yep.
So if it's an ex coming in a picture, you can go be with her. You can go back over there.
Yep. So that men need to, and believe me, honey, believe me when I say this, you're gonna have men, and as you get older, you're gonna have men 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 that still don't know how to let go. And they're still going to be calling Deborah and Jane and whomever else from years and years ago. Let me share this with you. My grandmother was in her 90s. And she used to date this man in New York and Brooklyn when she was in her 50s. And he left her and went to another woman. And then, let's say 40 years later, you're going to come to her house with flowers in your hand to give to her when y'all ain't been communicating for 40 years?
Oh, that's crazy.
No, that ain't even half of it. He tell her that he wants her back. My grandmother, you going to tell that to? Oh, no, baby. No way. Not diddly squat. You know what she say? Look, you broke down. You can take your broke down self and them flowers back to wherever you came from. It ain't gonna happen.
As she should.
And she was in her 90s, and I'm sure he was in his 90s too. No, because and a lot of women, older women would say a lot of men come back when they need a helpmate. Oh, so out of the 10 or 20 women I dated over the last 10, 15 years, this would be the best helpmate to take care of me if I should get down. But how did you treat that person, Kamari? You gotta, is this person worthy of be taken back because of how that person left or how that person treated that person when they were there? You have to take all those things into consideration. So you getting some jewels here that's going to help you for the next 20 or 40 years. And you giving out some jewels that's going to help your age bracket. So, yeah. Not wanting to have all those strings attached to you because you're young. Sound like you might have a working plan there.
It hasn't felt me.
Well, it seems like your aunties and your friends have helped you out a lot because
Yeah.
you get to observe their relationships, and then you can determine from their relationship what you definitely not going to deal with when it comes to you and whoever your partner is going to be.
Facts.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I be trying to tell them. You can't tell them.
Well,
they don't want
you
to
can
be
tell, but
saved.
see now you got an audience you can tell.
Right.
Yes.
Guys, listen to me. Always.
So what else can you offer? Let's talk about your plans. So you're 22 and you're really not dating right now, and you haven't dated in about a year. So what are you doing for yourself?
I'm trying to get some money. I'm gonna be working. I'm trying to finish school, get myself together before I be worried about a man. Cause then he's just gonna get in the way.
I see. So what are you working on?
I'm working to get my bachelor's
In what?
in business administration.
Oh, okay. Cool. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in my own place, nice car, living a good life, money, happiness, and success. That's what I see in my life in 5 years.
Okay.
In a nice, stable job. Traveling the world.
Do you know what happiness starts?
Yeah.
Where?
Within yourself.
Okay, girl. Yeah, with you. You don't need nobody to make you happy. Your happiness starts within you.
Exactly.
Yes. Kudos to you, child. Kudos to you. So if you had anything that you would recommend to the young ones, the youngins, what would you recommend? Give me 3 things you would recommend.
I would recommend, if you ain't got no money, leave them relationships alone. Like, if you're not stable and got your own stuff going on, leave them relationships alone. Because if you're broke and you don't have nothing to show for in life, but you're dating, you have your priorities all mixed up and messed up. Like, focus on school, focus on getting the job you want, and focus on having fun in life. Relationships can wait.
Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty good. And of course, you taking your own advice.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I heard you said your sister. How many sisters do you have?
I have 3 sisters, but like only 2 of them are like of dating age.
Oh. What about you? Have brothers?
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Tell me 2 things you've learned from your brothers.
Oh, let's get in. Okay, I got 2 brothers that like really be dating. One of them, he's in a good little relationship. They got their own place together.
What's his age group?
They all 3 of my older siblings. They all 25, and my older sister, she's 25. My 2 older brothers, they 25. One of them, stable relationship, own place with the girlfriend. And then we got my other brother. He's like our father. He be playing the field. A new girl on a date every week. And he's the reason that I know you can't trust these men out here, 'cause they be doing God knows what. Every week it's a new girl. He actually be on the phone with he be on the phone with one girl, get off the phone, then go on a date with another girl. I be like, oh, so this how y'all be moving. And then my other brother, he actually should take notes. He should take notes from this brother, 'cause his girlfriend, she graduated. She like a scientist or something like that. She got her own stuff going on, and he got his own stuff going on. So they making money together. Mm-hmm. And my older sister, actually, everybody should take notes from her, 'cause she dealt with her fair share of men, and she seen they wasn't good. So she got her own place. She getting money. She traveling. That's what I aspire to be like, 'cause she getting paid and she having fun, but she ain't worried. But she ain't stuck and dumb over no man. That's what you need to be like.
So you have younger men that giving you examples of how men could possibly, not all men now, not all, not even 50%, but you have that little percentage over there that's going to behave like the brother that going to talk to one on the phone and then go out with a different one on a date. Mm-hmm. And then you have a percentage that's going to be like the brother that you admire because he got his on and his girl got her on, and then they're working together to have a productive relationship and making money together, and they don't even have a family, but they cohesive. Mm-hmm. So then you have your aunties that are older. That could also be your mom because they're older, and you getting prime examples for that you don't about how their relationships are that you don't want to come into your alley at all. Right. Girl, you can write a book.
Facts.
Yeah, you can just write a little 20-30 page book how not to.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I could do that. I should do that.
You should do that. Digital marketing, go ahead and put it on there.
And see, me, I learned from my mistakes already. Like, them dumb days is over, so I can speak on it. But everybody, once you had a dumb phase, they want to keep bringing up the dumb phase. Like, you can't grow and know what you want and don't want anymore. You know? Mm-hmm. And I know what I want and don't want. And I'm not dumb. I'm not ever dumb again. Like, everybody has a dumb phase.
So you don't think that you're gonna fall back on some of those dumb days?
No.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely not.
Because I see a little bit of you in me when I was your age. Girl, I could cut that man off like a nail. Not a hangnail, just a nail. Just clip it right on off and go on about my business. Didn't even think twice. But as I got older, then I thought about relationships being more deeper and wanting them to last a little longer. Even when I was in my 28, I had a relationship that lasted about 9 years. We weren't married, we weren't engaged, we were just together.
9 years.
And yes, but then after nine years, he just said things that were like trigger words for me to leave. And I was like, no, he didn't say that. No, I'm gonna have to show him. And so, okay, then I started setting boundaries. I said, okay, I'm gonna give him one more time to say that, and when he say that, I'm gone. But before, when I was in my 20s, it wasn't no one more time I'm gonna give you to say that. I was just gone. But after I got older, I said, okay, I'll give you another chance to say that, another chance to do that. So we, like for instance, we went to New York, to Rochester, New York, stayed for like 8 or 9 months. And I said, okay, I give him one more time to leave and go back to South Carolina while I'm still here in New York, in Rochester. And when he did that one, I ain't say nothing. When he did that one move and went back to South Carolina, oh, I'm going to South Carolina. I'll be there for a week and I'll be back. Oh, I said, okay. That's when I packed my clothes and took my child and we went to Florida. And then guess what he did? He followed me from Rochester to Florida. Then he followed me from Florida to South Carolina. And to this day, no return for me. You had 9 years and you crossed the boundaries. So no. And it's right to this day, he may get a text message every couple of years or email, say happy birthday. That's it. Nothing. And I feel pretty good when I know, because any relationship I get in, I give it my all plus some. That's any relationship, because I think that's what my partner deserves, all of me. Not a piece of me, not a part of me. Let me see how this is going to work out. I'll show him 25% of me. No, I'm giving you all of me up front. But if you do something, I'm pulling back 10%. You do something again, I'm pulling back 10%. And I'm going to keep pulling back till there's nothing left for me to pull back. And then I'm going to be gone without saying a word. Then you're going to be left wondering, what happened? Why didn't she fight for this? No, baby, I've been doing that all along. Keep pulling back 10%, pulling back. You wasn't recognizing? You like to be in control in your relationships. I like my man to be the man. I like to hear it in his voice and see it in his actions that he is the man. I'm going to follow what you say. You my leader. But I'm letting you be my leader. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm letting him be my leader. I'm letting him take charge. But some men don't understand that she is allowing you to be that big in her life. You get me? Mm-hmm. Okay. So when she pulled all those percentages back and you ain't got nothing left, that means there's no coming back, because at no time in there did you recognize what was going on in the relationship or that there was a problem in the relationship. Because I'm sure at any one of those dots where she was pulling them 10% back from you, did you not realize that you should say something? Oh, what's going on? Is there an elephant in the room? Do we need to talk about something? Or she may have said, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about you leaving and not coming back for hours. Or just because you're home every day don't mean that you're not doing anything. Just because you're working in your office don't mean that you're not doing anything when she really knows that you're doing something in there. You're communicating with somebody outside.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. A woman knows. She ain't got to say, but she knows. And some men just not hip to that, or they just don't care. So I think I'll just let it be. They just not hit to it.
No, cause they love it. They love saying, "I be at home all day. I don't even be doing nothing."
Man,
cars can drive to people's houses.
And you can do a lot on a video call.
Facts.
It's just like being in person. You can do everything on a video call you can do in person except for touch.
I know somebody who don't get that. A girl, she don't get that. Just cause that boy be at home all day, don't mean it ain't other people at that house or calling that phone.
Yep.
Just cause you got his location don't mean nothing.
Some sex talk on the phone. It can be in this country or another country. But so I think what I want a man that's going to be honest, open, not afraid of his feelings, that can talk. He can cry if he likes. But just be honest. And if you can't be honest, ain't one word, if you can't be honest, ain't nothing else going to fall in place. He's not going to respect you if he's not honest.
Right.
He's not going to be true to you if he's not honest.
You're right about that.
So one thing, honesty. If you can be honest and forthcoming, then things could work a little bit better. And communication is key in every relationship. Communication is key up front. And all the way through, the main thing is communicating. Yep.
Yep, I agree.
Don't be afraid to ask the questions. Ask the questions. Because you don't want to find out 5 years later that I noticed that Billy Bob has some very feminine qualities.
Oh no, I'm gonna ask the questions.
So you have to ask, is it because he grew up with only sisters, or is it because of something else?
Hey, I actually had to ask somebody that before. Like, this boy, he got like 5 sisters, and the way he act is real like
suspect.
So I was like, are you sure you're not your mama's 6th daughter? Cause like, why you acting like that? And then he blocked me.
Well, it's time for another break. We'll be right back. Call if you like. Oh, we're not coming back. It's the end of the show. Oh my God, time went by so fast. So see you next Saturday from 1 to 2. TV 1061, YouTube, and Roku. Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, I'm your host, Mercury's Rises, and welcome to Bedroom Chronicles, the show where couples or singles go deep, cut the crap, and face the real questions that make or break relationships. The show is informative and mesmerizing. Tonight, we are putting love on the hot seat. Are they being honest with each other, or are they just saying what is safe? Let's find out if real love starts when real truth is spoken. We have call-in guests and live interviews. Whether you heal together or apart, you owe each other honesty. That's it for tonight's Bedroom Chronicles. Until the next time, don't fake the love, face the truth.